You ask us all the time what makes a great Class A motorhome, and while I don't have all the answers, what I do have is the ability to tour 5 different Class A motorhomes today at the Florida RV Supershow. I'm going to show you what these things look like so you can start to make a better decision for yourselves. And the last tour will be right here at Prevost. After 9 years of full-time travel, our family knows a thing or two about what works in an RV. And the last 5 of those, we've been in a motorhome. So that's the lens we're going to look through for all of these. This is a 2025 Discovery Coach, and it retails for somewhere between $600,000 and $700,000. Let's go take a look. It's really pretty up front, lots of space, and this is a really smooth line. As a driver, you're going to feel much more comfortable. It's kind of more like a car or an SUV feel. I like it. Something that I really miss in our Prevost right now is having the opposing slides. Look how wide this space is. There are 4 slides all together, and in my opinion, if the more slides you can get, the better, especially if you're going to spend a lot of time in it. I do love the lighter interior, but it's kind of funny because yesterday we were actually doing a deep cleaning on our house, on our motorhome, and we have cream colored couches, and man, they get really, really dirty. So if you're super active or have a pet, you may rethink the light colored couches, but they are beautiful and it keeps it nice and bright in here. At first glance, this booth looks really great. We almost put a booth in our Prevost, but here's the problem I have with these booths. When you're eating, you see where my knees are? If somebody's sitting across from me, we're gonna play footsies. So really, this is a 2-person booth. This space back here would hardly ever get used when you're eating, but that might be okay. You know, what I would use this for is I would lounge here while I was watching the TV, and I'm sure this makes a bed, so it does have a multi-purpose to it. But from an eating your meal standpoint, I don't think this is more than a 2-person booth. I do love the kitchen. It's fully stocked. You've got the microwave, convection oven combo, the dishwasher, which I'm a huge fan of. I think I could do without a lot of things in order to have a dishwasher. A 2-burner induction eye. That's a lot of countertop to take up with these. A lot of people don't cook in their motorhomes, or at least not as much as we do, but I would like it if the induction burners were a little more compact front and back, so that way you would have more countertop to actually put other things that you need for that meal. But you know, that might work for you. Oh yeah, that's good. Residential refrigerator is a must in a motorhome this size for sure. And they have the locks on there, so that's really smart. You gain an extra half bath in this compared to the layout that we have. And it's because they don't need the center for a true bunkhouse. However, there are some bunks tucked in the back, so we're going to get there. All the cabinetry is the same as you go through. Again, nice, light, bright, very well appointed. Oh, that's a good idea. A couple little drawers tucked back here. On either side, you have really nice storage. Oh, well, that was a surprise. Washer and dryer. Okay. Normally they're stacked somewhere, but that works. That totally works. For the first 3 years on the road, we didn't have a washer and dryer. We had a really nice 5th wheel, but we didn't have a washer and dryer, and it never bothered me. We always went to the laundromat or the facilities on site. Maybe every 10 or 12 days, I'd go down there for 2 hours. I don't know, sometimes I might have 6 or 8 loads or more if I was doing bedding. And it just really honestly didn't bother me. But now that I have a washer and dryer, that and the dishwasher are almost like deal breakers for me. Okay, really pretty shower, really spacious, clear glass, which we like, so that works. This is where the bunks are. So if you have a family like we do, this might not be the best layout for you. I know that if Jason and I go to bed before the kids, we don't want them coming in and out. So this wouldn't work for us, but if you're going for a weekend here or there, it may not bother you as much. Or if your grandparents or aunts and uncles out there, you know, this might work for your occasional little people who are visiting you. I love the thought that's put into this. There's a clothing rod back here and it slides, it moves. So if you use this as a bunk bed area, you just push it back. But if you use it as a closet for your hanging clothes, then you just put it in the middle in the proper position. I think that's really smart. And there is some hidden storage or tucked in storage there at the end of the bunk beds. I think that's really great. Overall, there's a lot of really great storage in here. It's very pretty, very light and bright, and it has all of the amenities, the washer, the dryer, a full-size refrigerator, cooktop, dishwasher, and the microwave convection oven. So this would check a lot of boxes for me. The only caveat is if you like the bunks here in the back, if you ever needed to use them. Oh my goodness, Sarah. Could you even fit in this?
Probably not, honestly. Like,
it's a pop-up. It goes up, but oh my goodness. This is a 2025 Newmar Dutch Star, and its price point is in the low 700,000s. Here in the front, I do notice the hard corner versus some of the others that we've been in that have a really smooth, curved line. Not a problem, just a difference, and a little bit narrower space here to enter. Although most of these passenger chairs do swivel around, and in most of them, actually both of them swivel around. So that isn't always going to be that tight. This is interesting to me. Normally you have an opposing couch and love seat, and this is kind of like a 1.5 chair. You know, I'm not going to put my feet all the way up there, but it'd be really comfortable to sit in, watch a movie, hang out. You could definitely cozy up in here, but it's a chair, not a love seat. Lots of good storage overhead, pretty deep. I like that these cabinets are a little bit shorter for two reasons. First of all, you get all of this extra view out the window, but secondly, you don't have things falling over on themselves all the time. So that's a pretty good height to put all kinds of things in. I'm always going to comment on the kitchen table because this would not work for the four of us. Kind of like the chair and a half. It's really roomy. It's like a booth and a half. But as you can see, they have it set for two, and it really is only going to seat two comfortably. Great amenities in the kitchen, the dishwasher, the convection oven. We've got that 2-burner cooktop underneath here. The big sink that's tucked under here. And the residential refrigerator, so that's all good. And this should be some sort of pantry, and it is. Oh, okay, so you push in and they bounce out at you. That's different. I prefer the drawers that pull out one at a time versus the whole thing coming out. Sometimes when the whole thing comes out, like, things can settle and fall. So this is way more manageable in my opinion. Okay, I like that. This one also has an area for bunk beds. So if you traveled full time or had kids that are with you every trip, this could be their dedicated space. They also have the wardrobe bars here, so this can definitely function as a really nice closet too. 2 full baths in this one. Okay, I'm liking that. So you have a toilet and a shower tucked in there. Really spacious bedroom and good storage in here. You can hang your clothes up here if you're not using the center closet that way. Same thing here. And then you have a whole nother bathroom in the back. Huge shower over here to my right. Stackable washer and dryer. And then behind the toilet is an escape door, and this is so smart. It's so smart. I hope you'll never have to use it, but that's something that's signature. Having 2 full bathrooms and this dedicated space for bunk beds is wonderful. However, I think the front is small for what those things allow for. This booth is not big enough for 4 people, even if it's 2 adults and 2 kids. And Granted, the front chairs swivel around, but not having a love seat and a couch is a little bit of a downside, like I said, especially with the 2 bedrooms and the 2 baths. I really hope these tours are helpful, but if you are seriously considering buying a Class A, you need to come to something like this or go to the showroom, tour it yourself, and then you just need to sit inside the motorhome. And you need to think about, what would I do in this space? How would we use it? Who would be here with us right now? Open every drawer, look in every cabinet. And then once you do it, go take a break, come back and do it again. But don't be in a rush, and give yourself plenty of time to just really take in that space and see yourself in it. If you give it a little bit of time, you'll know whether it's the right one for you. This is a Tiffin Phaeton. It's a 2025 and it sells between $500,000 and $600,000 new. A little square, it's kind of square and curvy lines in the front, but you get that nice modern, more of a truck SUV feel when you're driving it compared to some motorhomes. I'm really excited to see this one because if you've been watching our channel for any length of time, you know we had a Tiffin Phaeton before. Ours had bunks in the middle, but the Tiffins always have a soft spot in my heart. I like the recliners. I miss recliners. We had them in our 5th wheel and we haven't had them since. This is a plus for me. The lighter color, again, might get kind of dirty depending on how active you are, how much you use it, and if you have pets. But, you know, you just got to add that to the list and clean it regularly. Tiffin does this accordion style cover for their cooktops. So it doesn't come off and actually remove, it just pushes back. You know, it's good and bad. It's nice because you don't have to mess with it, but if you wanted it to just like completely be out of your way, there's no chance of that. A double sink with the big side and the small side, so that's cool. Got all the conveniences that we're looking for, the microwave convection oven, the dishwasher with the really pretty cabinet front on it, so that's a nice touch. Table for 2. This is going to slide in and out. There may be some other chairs somewhere you'd need to ask. I've often thought that I'd like this kind of a table when the kids are gone, because since I still work, I could put a printer up here, I could put a few things that would stay there all the time, and then if we wanted to eat a meal, I wouldn't have to clean the table off every time between work and pleasure, right? So I think that might be kind of nice. And tucked under here is a lot of cabinetry. And I could put my work files, I could put my printer under there. You know, I just think this absorbs a lot of things. But obviously the space for that takes away from the space for the table. It's surprising how many people still work in RV full time. So I want to encourage you, if it's something you've ever wanted to try, maybe just try it for a few weeks or a few months and see how it works working remotely. But we meet a lot of people just like us, all different ages, who are still working. And it's a good thing. All right, full-size refrigerator and the half bath. They're keeping the light color scheme from front to back. Plenty of room back here in the bedroom. Normally this is where the electronics are. Yep, that's still the same. And there's one other thing that I really loved about our Phaeton. The laundry hamper. They still have it. Yay! It seems so silly to be excited over that, but if you don't have a place to put your dirty clothes, then you have to turn a whole nother drawer into that space or have a laundry basket on the floor, which really doesn't look very nice sometimes. These motorhomes are so beautiful. That's such a great built-in feature. Plenty of room back here, double sink, stackable washer and dryer, closet, hey, they got me a shirt. No, I'm just kidding. And the sink and the shower and toilet. This is a great layout for a couple. If you have any kids, whether it's grandkids, nieces, nephews, or if you're a family, you're definitely going to have to pull out the couch for beds. If I'm honest, I don't like the interior finishes as much as some of the others. It's a little bit flatter in the paint and in the leather. It's not as shiny maybe as some of the others, but that's personal preference. Tiffin makes a great product and I'm always going to be a fan. We have to go in this one. Look at all the blue. I wonder what the inside looks like. Sarah, you match this rig.
I know, I'm matchy. And this has to be by far one of my favorite things, the blue cabinets with the golden hardware. So pretty.
Welcome to the Integra Aspire. I don't know how much it costs. There's no price tag on it, so I think it's free today. We'll put it on the screen somewhere once we figure it out. When you come in, it's nice and wide and open. I don't know that I'm a fan of this skinny dash up here. There may be a lot of people who like that. It certainly pushes everything in the rig forward. There are definitely some unique features without ever leaving the front of the rig. Look at the screen up here. Of course, the bus isn't on, but it's like a little TV screen. And then this thing here, oh, it lit up. Look, Willis. I mean, I don't even know what to do with all of this. You definitely have your outside cameras. You have like a GPS camera coming down from up top, and then all of the controls. Definitely cool, definitely new and modern. That would take a minute to get used to, but it's big, so when you're going down the road, it'll be really easy to do what you need to do quickly and then get back to driving. So we looked at Integras when we got our Tiffin, and as you know, the Tiffin won at the time, and maybe you can guess why, but it really came down to the dining room table for us. We eat all of our meals together, and at the time it was a couch with some funky table that didn't feel sturdy, so we passed. Now Integra has this couch dining room table system. I'm not going to start pushing and pulling this around because I really don't know how to do it and I don't want to break anything. I don't know. I'm still not a fan, especially because I'm always looking at this for a family of 4. I can tell you these seats are really comfy and cushy. This is in the way. In the Tiffin, these cushions here were removable, at least back when we had one, and that really helped, just so when you're eating, you could use this space. But, you know, I'm just not sure. For 4 of us, I don't think I love this because it steps down, but there's probably a lot of people who do like the Tetris idea of being able to use this space in a lot of different ways. So there you go. You got to come check it out for yourself. Really great storage. I mean, that's awesome. Residential refrigerator. All the creature comforts here. We got our convection oven, microwave, the cooktop, and the dishwasher. So that checks all the boxes. Little wine fridge. That's a bonus. And this does have a dedicated bunk space. Now, there is not a wardrobe bar up here. However, oh, it's underneath. So what you do is you just push these little buttons and this slides all the way up. And then as it goes all the way up, if you wanted to use this as a wardrobe, you could. So that's really easy, and that's nice that it is electric. The full bath is in the middle. There's a lot of good space in there. And then as we move to the back, you have the master bedroom. Plenty of space to slide in and out. On either side of the TV, you have more storage, and the shelves adjust so you could, you know, put all kinds of things in there. And then a half bath back here. I keep thinking there's going to be a shower magically appear, but there's not. A great size sink, toilet tucked over here, and then the washer and dryer. And it's nice that the door slides, because I was trying to figure out where that door was going to go. So at least you can get over here. I'd probably rehinge this on the other side because that would be a pain in the butt. Voila, the closet. So this one's okay. I love the way the Integras look on the outside. I still don't think they've nailed it in the front. I like the ingenuity, but I just don't love that booth. I've never loved the booth. Sorry guys, but I don't. But the rest of it, You know, 4 slides, very spacious, beautiful rig. And oh, I really like how deep the countertop is too. That's nice. I do like that. Let's go to our final Class A luxury motorhome. While we're walking to the next rig, I'm going to answer a question we get asked a lot in the comments. People want to know what we do for a living. Well, Jason's a real estate broker and I'm a mortgage broker, and we've been doing that for almost 30 years. If we could ever help you, it would be our greatest pleasure. Just click the link in the description. You can get some time on our calendar. If we're not licensed in your state, I bet we know somebody who is after being in the business this long, but please feel free to reach out. We'd love to get to know you on a different level. You know, we saved our favorite for last. This is a Prevost X. It's $1.8 million. And we're going to show you the top end of the luxury motorhomes. I can speak from experience. Driving and riding in a Prevost is unlike any other motorhome. It just is. And we also love the safety component of it, that it's one solid shell. We have a 2008. This is a 2025. So there's no comparison to the dash and the chair and just the whole cockpit feel. It's beautiful. The dash is much narrower than all of the other models, and it really gives you this great staircase feel as you come into the cabin. A lot of the converters for Prevost will do 100% custom work. They will put anything that you want. So the possibilities are endless. It is so beautiful in here. In fact, I'm making some mental notes right now of maybe some things we can change in ours. This is an X model, and there are a couple things that I really like about it compared to the H, which is what we have. I love that the passenger seat is up high on the same level as the living area. And it does turn around and swivel, so it becomes part of the living area when you're not traveling. So my husband and son are both over 6 feet tall. The extra headspace in the X is so important to us, and something that I would love to have someday. You get 8 extra inches versus the H model. And the third and last thing that I love about Prevost in general is all of the windows. Unless you put a bunch of cabinets in, you're gonna get this incredible view everywhere you look. I love that they have a couch and chairs opposing here. That's exactly what we did in our bus, and it just breaks up the monotony of a couch and a love seat, and it allows you to have a much better conversation. You know I'm gonna comment on the booth. This is a nice deep booth, and you could fit 4 people in here. I might want a little more elbow room. Beggars can't be choosers, but this is great, and I do love this material. Okay, let's see if we can find the appliances. They did a beautiful job just using cabinetry in the entire kitchen. They have Viking appliances here. That's what you get when you pay the extra money. So here's our convection microwave. This is the 2-burner induction I was talking about, front to back. See how that takes up so much less space than the ones that go right in the middle, left to right. Those are little itty bitty eyes, but you could get the job done. All right, so 1, 2, we're looking for a dishwasher. No. No. Let's see, these are all drawers. Okay, a lot of people that buy these motorhomes really aren't cooking in them like our family is. The countertop is not as long as what I would want as a family, and the fact that there's not a dishwasher is a really hard pill for me to swallow. And this is a full-size residential refrigerator, and it's beautiful how they transition and tie into the color of the wood in the middle of the bus. I can remember the first few years on the road, we had like a 3/4 size refrigerator, and that worked really well. But now we can stock up, we can go anywhere we want, and the residential refrigerator holds everything. Prevost is known for their Star coaches. So they're used to transporting people and vans all over the country. So you can put some bunk beds in these things. You're not throwing anybody off by asking for that. We only have 2 in our bus, and then we have drawers underneath because we have 2 kids. But if you have more kids or you want to plan for more friends to come with you, having the multiple bunk system is great. And then these are adjustable too. So you can move them up and down based upon how many people are traveling and whether they're kids or adults. This is beautiful. Having this bathroom span left to right just opens this whole space up. They did such a good job with this. When you put the bathroom in the hallway like this, you only have so much width. You don't have any slides that open up. And I know from when we did our conversion, the biggest challenge was having enough space in the bathroom and in the showers. This is just so well done in here. The bedroom. This Prevost has 2 slides. So one was in the front and one is back here. Not only does this Prevost have 2 slides, this second slide is a super slide. And what that means is you get 3 extra feet in the slide, which is kind of like this whole area right here. If this wasn't a super slide, the narrow hallway would continue and then it would be much tighter around the bed. This is awesome. There's plenty of room to walk around back here. You can access either side of the bed really easily. We're back to the cabinetry from the front of the bus. Lots of drawers for storage here, all the way down. And then, oh, a hamper. I love that. You know, I like that. It's a great add. And beautiful shelves. I love that whether it's on the outside or the inside, everything is beautiful in a Prevost. They don't take any shortcuts. This window's in a really great place. When you're laying in bed, you can look out here and take in the scenery of wherever you are. There's also a beautiful window behind the bed, so you're gonna get so much natural light back here. And what I have found in motorhomes a lot is that it's a solid wall behind the bed and you have like teeny tiny little windows and you can start to feel really boxed in. So again, the Prevost windows are one of my absolute favorite things. And that holds true even in the back of the bus. Oh, tucked in here is the washer and dryer. Okay, awesome. I missed that when I first came in. And it's the perfect place for it, honestly. You stand right here, you throw it on the bed, and this is your folding table. That's great. The space in the back of the X is unique because you're working around the engine. That was a really good way to use that space, in my opinion. And then when you step in here, you can see how there's a step up, and this is why I say it's unique. So that leaves the rest of this for your closet and hang your clothes here, some nice shelves and drawers. And again, look how pretty that is. You'll notice that there's only one full bathroom in this Prevost. And I find that a lot of times when you put bunks in a motorhome, you do give up that extra half bath or that second full bath. It's never been an issue for us. We've learned to work with that over the years, but it is worth noting. Now, again, you can typically customize a Prevost however you want. So if an extra full bath or a bath and a half was really important to you, I'm sure you could get that worked out. So what do you think? Have we made Class A motorhome fans out of you? Which one would you buy? Which one would you actually spend the money on? Let us know in the comments. We had so much fun putting this video together for you. I hope it helps you pick a motorhome that you can get and go make memories now with your family. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next adventure.